Lina and Mira were inseparable, two best. Friends who shared notebooks, dreams and secrets under the rustling maple, trees of their childhood. They'd carved their initials into the bark of their favourite tree, promising forever. Laughter came easy, and silence between them was never awkward, only peaceful. Then one day, Mira was just gone. No note, no message, only a bedroom left half-packed, and a silence that rang louder than any goodbye. Lina waited, days turned to months. The ache of abandonment buried itself in her smile, and life carried her forward, but never whole. Years passed like pages. In a diary she stopped writing. Lina moved cities, made new friends, learned to live around the emptiness Mira left behind. She never spoke of her, never quite forgave her either. That sudden vanishing felt like betrayal wrapped in silence. Sometimes she'd dream of her, still 12, still laughing, and wake up with a hollow chest. Whenever autumn leaves fell, Lina would catch herself scanning faces in crowds, hoping for that familiar grin. But she never found it, and she never said goodbye. Not aloud, not even to herself. On a rainy afternoon back home, while helping her mother clean the attic, Lina stumbled upon an old shoebox marked El Pusem. Inside were photos, sun-drenched smiles, friendship bracelets, and one folded letter she didn't recognize. Her hands trembled. It was addressed to her. Mira's handwriting, still familiar. After all these years, heart-pounding, Lina unfolded the paper. It was dated just a week before Mira disappeared. She hesitated, then began to read, her eyes tracing the curves of each word, like a path she'd long forgotten. The silence she'd carried for so long was suddenly louder than ever. "I'm sorry I couldn't tell you face to face. I'm scared. My parents are separating, and Mom says we're leaving by the end of the week. I didn't want to cry in front of you, or make you promise things we couldn't keep. You were my safest place. I thought maybe leaving without a goodbye would hurt less. I was wrong every day. Without you already hurts. I hope one day you'll understand and maybe forgive me. Love, always, Mira." Lina read it twice, then again. The ink had faded, but the ache felt brand new. Lina sat with the letter in her lap, blinking through tears that came from somewhere too deep to name. The pain resurfaced, not of loss, but of not knowing. She'd spent years mourning a friendship she thought Mira had abandoned willingly. But this was different. It wasn't betrayal. It was a goodbye wrapped in fear and 12-year-old heartbreak. Suddenly, the silence they shared made sense, unspoken, but filled with meaning. Her chest tightened with both grief and strange relief. Mira had never stopped caring. She had just been a child, scared and torn between two broken homes. That night, Lina lay awake beneath the same ceiling she once stared at as a child. Her mind replayed memories like a fading film reel. The way Mira used to braid her hair, the way they danced barefoot in the rain. The maple tree came to mind, the one with their carved promise. The next morning she walked to it, her steps slow and heavy with years. The tree still stood strong. Initials faded but visible. She placed her hand on the bark, whispering, "I forgive you." The breeze answered gently, as if carrying her words through time, curious and aching. Lina searched online that week, typing Mira's full name into every search bar she could find. After hours of searching, she found a blog, dormant, dusty with time, but unmistakably hers. It had one post titled, "The Girl I Never Said Goodbye To." Lina's breath caught. Mira had written about her, describing her kindness, her laugh, her strength. "Not a day goes by that I don't wonder if she hated me." The post ended, "If I could tell her now, she was the best part of my childhood." Lina read it 3 times before she started crying. Lina replied to the blog. She didn't know if Mira would ever see it, but she wrote from the heart. She told her she missed her, forgave her, and that some silences don't need to stay silent forever. She signed off with, "Let's rewrite the ending, if you still want to." Weeks passed, then one morning, a message appeared. "I thought you'd never find me. I'm so sorry, I still think of you every fall." It was Mira. After all those years, the letter had become a bridge back to what once seemed too broken to repair. They met again under golden leaves, both older, quieter, but still carrying that childhood spark in their eyes. Mira had a photo of them in her wallet, faded, but loved. "I kept it all this time," she whispered. Me too, Lina replied, pulling out the friendship bracelet she'd never thrown away. The silence between them wasn't awkward now. It was healing. Words weren't needed, just presence, just forgiveness. And as they hugged for the first time in a decade, it felt like no time had passed at all, and like everything had changed. Both at once. Later, they stood beneath their old maple tree again. Mira traced the carving with her fingers. I always thought our story ended when I left. Lina smiled, eyes misty. No, it paused. It just took the letter to press. Play again. Sometimes the most painful farewells are the ones never said, but sometimes the most beautiful reunions grow from them. The wind rustled the leaves, soft and golden. The girls, now women, sat quietly beneath the tree, not to say goodbye this time, but to start again, with a heart a little heavier and a bond somehow stronger than before.